Hey everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in for our conversation with Bacalou. He should be joining us here very shortly. And thank you guys for watching the live. If you're watching this later, thank you guys for watching that. Whatever works, as long as you're watching it. I don't give a shit when it is. Yeah. Preferably now. Please watch it now. But not too picky. Hope everybody's staying safe. Everybody's COVID free. I hope everybody's free of venereal diseases, you know. Every disease, I hope you're free of it. I hope you're good. I hope everybody's living life good. Absolutely, like, no new music has come out in the past week, so I have nothing really to talk about. Dude, I can still hear it. But Corey Taylor said there's a new Slipknot record coming probably in spring.
Really?
Yeah, the last one wasn't great, so I'm kind of nervous, but we'll see.
We'll see, man. Bacalou,
Yeah, it looks like you boys are in here,
yeah,
so
just request to join and we'll
add you guys on.
Yeah.
Big time. But I mean, that'll be cool. The Whitechapel show that I plugged going to 4,000 times in the last video was sold out, so I didn't get to go to it. And then I tried to buy scalper tickets, and those were extremely getting.
Yeah, but I think somebody else tried to fucking. No.
Tried to fucking?
Oh, there we go. Fuck.
What's up?
Fuck. I keep fucking it up. View. There we go.
Oh, we're good.
No, I got that's Seth and I want to add the other
What's up, boys?
thing. I think it's going. There it should be going. I don't know what's happening.
Looks like we're getting glitchy right out the gate. This is how every good conversation starts, is with a nice connection glitch.
In the meantime, bless me. I'm playing.
We need like a cricket sound effect for every connection issue we have. My dude's wearing an Iron Maiden shirt right out the gate though, so he's already earned brownie points with me.
Everybody's gone.
And they've left. All right.
Everybody's gone.
Dude, off to a good start. In the meantime, I'll vamp some more.
Wait a minute. VYXYR. Who? Oh, we're gonna bring random people in here. I have a hard feeling.
Screw it. Let's just
Boom. Go live. I'm super confused. Never had this issue. Okay. Accept. Go live with Seth. Go here. Accept. Go live with Bacalou. We didn't have this issue when Dilation did this, man, did we?
live, baby. That's how you know. What's up? How's it going, guys?
What's up?
I'm trying to get the rest of the crew in here, man. I don't know what's going on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, dude. That's how you can't fake live, not television, but live streaming. I don't. Whatever. How you guys doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
What about you?
Doing well, man. So far, so good. So I think we're good. So we're just gonna roll with what we have, and we're gonna make this shit work. Connection issues be damned. Boys, you guys just released a new record. Tell us about that. Oh, there we go. More people in.
We're trying
The
to
more
get
the merrier.
the camera on board. I'm not sure if it's
Hello.
like crashing.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dudes?
Howdy.
So sorry, man. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to accept it because, like, when Dilation, when we did this, there was like 4 of us, and now it's not doing anything.
It's okay. We're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, we'll roll with it. Screw it. But yeah, you guys released your debut record. I've checked it out a few times. Pretty fucking solid, dude. Tell us about that.
Well, go ahead and tell them, Seth. We're still getting this camera situated.
Well, while I do this, okay.
Here,
Here, I got you.
Help a brother out, yeah.
I don't know. I think it was fun to make it. It took a long time.
Like
It feels
a year
like.
of recording, it felt like.
Uh,
It's like 10 years in the making. I mean, half of these songs,
There we
this
go.
is really our first album, so it's really every song we've done up to this point. And, yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Thank you for checking it out.
Absolutely. And you guys said it's your first album. You guys have been around, doing stuff for a while. So tell us the superhero origin story. How did this badass band begin?
Well, me and this guy right here were, he kind of got me in the first band. And a couple guys we used to know. We were like 15. That's a lot of years.
15, 16.
15, 16, years old. And
Just kind of started, high school friends, getting together.
gosh, it's been so long.
Music.
Bunch of friends getting together, making a bunch of metal, all pissed off and shit. And, we've gone through a ton of lineup changes. Shout out to everybody that's ever been in the band. The original first guitarist, he's doing 1134 now, which Kurt, our guitarist who's fixing the camera here, hey, what's up, man? He's also in that band, a brother band, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm terrible at this. Give us a better origin, Seth.
Oh.
Make some shit up.
It's not to even know it's then, but you can probably get a better origin. I don't know.
I thought that we all just kind of met at a Dave and Buster's or something.
Yeah, it was David Buster. It was, yeah.
Just,
Did you guys get bit by a radioactive thrash band, and that's where it came from, or?
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
can't remember who it was. I think it was a mix of like Municipal Waste and DRI.
Yeah, just a bunch of rabid band members from those bands. I don't know.
Anthrax.
Yeah, no, we've been playing around here for a while, though. But, it's like, every time we made a little bit of progress, we would lose a member or something would happen or, motivation things, money things. We've been playing for like over 10 years. So, how it
By
goes.
like 2013, we kind of had burnout and kind of
Yeah.
went our separate ways for a bit.
Kind of faded out, took a break,
Yeah.
and then came back. In my opinion, this is the best lineup we've ever had, for sure.
It's like a rust in peace,
Yeah, the Rust in Peace, esque if you're a Megadeth fan, that kind of lineup. And so it's just finally we're able to get things done. So this kind of feels like it's like a new band now, but it's still the same band, but it's a new band.
I guess the best incarnation of it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're finally hitting a stride,
No, for sure.
That's all right.
big update call.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's kind of like Dilation, man. We've been through, fuck me, a guitar player, a bass, wait, no, fuck, I can't remember. I can't remember.
That's the true testament of it, though, guys. Because like I was in a band and then wasn't, and then you get. I know you guys have been through this too. Though, like, oh, I'll come and jam with you guys, and then that doesn't work through, and then you try to get shit set up and nothing works. Like I released a record entirely by myself. You can tell that I only play specific instruments because the other ones I don't sound like dog ass. But I get it, and it's cool that a band, like you guys who are, been grinding and shit for so long have released a badass record. And like you said, it's all about the passion and stuff like that too. And I do want to ask, you guys had mentioned, some. Which radioactive band bit you? Give us some of your influences, because I hear a little bit of, I get like a Slayer vibe almost a little bit, but like not as Slayery.
I think it's
a
different for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of got their own thing.
Yeah, like when we started the band, it was me and Brian and Jake, and we were just like nothing but Megadeth. It was Megadeth all day. I mean, we were just in our bedroom playing Rust in Peace, just fucking good brain. You know what I mean?
You got the Exodus going on.
Yeah, but as you get older, you
just all expands. Like,
Megadeth, Exodus, Slayer, Overkill, all the classics and all that good shit. But a lot of the influence comes from, especially now moving forward, there's a lot more than just metal. You know what I mean? Like, you can't listen to metal all the time. Well, you can, but it's good to branch out and get some other ideas. Other types and genres and instruments and things.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. That's what we're really trying to say. Gaga. And it's not so many words, or actually maybe too many words.
As a bass player, a bunch of funk and just crazy bass influences. That's not metal and all that. Throwing that into the mix a little bit.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Little groove. A little bit of post-hardcore and progressive metal and like crust punk.
Yeah. When we first started playing around here, there was a lot more metal, like playing around Johnson City, there was a lot more metal, but it wasn't really like the metal that we were into too much. No hate against it, but it was just different genres. We were just like, well, why don't we do some crazy aggressive thrash metal? Let's go as fast as we fucking can and just see what happens, And so that was another thing. Not only the bands that influenced us, but just the wanting to perform, I guess, is a big, I don't know if you call that influence, but you just getting out that raw energy, yeah. I don't know. I kind of totally diverted the question, man. Let's go. Let's go on.
No, great answer.
So, what kind of like, fuck, I don't know. I'm hungover so bad right now.
I'll take the lead. But no, I gotta ask. One of your songs, has and I'm gonna need the background for it because I see we have the camera set up where like the music shit is, but on the other side of the room is just all this comic book shit, and I'm seeing the Wolverine poster in the back. I'm seeing the TMNT shit. So I know you guys are fucking into some cool shit. I gotta ask the city of Townsville shit and on your record. Like I gotta get the origin of that, man. Come on.
All right. So Zach wanted.
He voiced that. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
So when we were writing the song, Zach wanted some kind of like intro thing like that. I wouldn't say like that, but I took and I came up with the idea of something like that because I think we just mess around and practice sometimes, and then Zach just says funny stuff, and I thought that would be funny because you did a really good impression of the actual thing. So I was like, you should do that, and then I love Twilight Zone, so I did like my best Rod Sterling that I could.
Well, imagine. Yeah, so the character of Gorilla Klops, it's kind of been around for a little while, in my head, We're not going to say who it's, whose powers may or may not be from for copyright reasons. But it was a character that we're rolling with. I used to did a podcast with some friends a couple of years ago, and I think it was right around the time that Harambe had got killed. And I was like, well, what if Harambe was able to defend himself? And, what better way to defend yourself than,
Lasers from the eyes.
Yeah, so it kind of came from that, and it just over the years, this creature. And yeah, like Seth was saying, he had the idea we had the idea for an intro to that song, and it kind of just started. It's just one of those things that just came together, and you're just like, I don't really know how that happened. That was pretty cool. So
that's how the lyrics were, though. Like,
yeah.
We were writing the lyrics. I don't remember exactly. I know it took a while, but we were just like back and forth. The funniest stuff too. Like, I would say like. I think you said like you're marked for death, and I'm like hit Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, just like a
simulated
love. We were trying to make it cool in this cool creature song, but the important thing was to try to have fun with it. Like especially when we're in the studio, like it was a ton of fun to record. Just all the dumb voiceover stuff we did, and yeah, comics had a big thing to do with it.
I think it was just very fun because at the same time you're kind of writing an origin story for some kind of character, and I don't know, we're the ones doing it. It's just for fun anyway, so we're just coming up with crazy backstories. Like his best friend's a Tom Hanks, and he owns like 3 yachts.
He's multifaceted.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we didn't include in the song, but all these things are possible with Gorilla Klops.
And, with thrash bands, everybody's got to have a gimmick, So our gimmick,
gotta have a mascot,
laser gorilla thing,
I choose to believe there's like a tome somewhere, like some fucking ancient text that just has like this whole fucking origin story, and from like every record on there's gonna be at least one song that's gonna be like, and then he went to the market. Like that's what you just moving forward.
He's just a normal gorilla. It just happens to be 200-300 feet tall, shoots lasers from his eyes, fell from space. Totally normal. Other than that,
Yeah,
really sexy sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Cool.
cool. I think it should just
Let me just
pick
have a
up.
second beer. See if I can straighten myself out.
We have
No,
a
for sure.
here.
We actually got him here.
Where's those sunglasses out there?
I don't know where they fell off, man. This is surprise gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So Gorilla Klops couldn't make it today, but we have his cousin.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We got special guests in here.
Every now and then when we're playing Capone's, we'll put somebody in this and do a little skit.
They usually
during
end
the
up
song.
beating the shit out of Seth on stage. It's really
It's
funny.
never planned. It's just one of those, you get a couple drinks and a guy in a gorilla suit and he just starts fucking around,
Those stairs at the side of the stage, I got drug off the last time we did it, and my head hit like every single stair along the way down.
Yeah, shout out to the stairs at Capone's.
That was. You guys have played the Hideaway, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So when you walk in, I was really caught off guard. So I'm helping this guy like load up and shit. And you walk in, and as soon as you fucking walk in the door, it's like stage. It was real off-putting because I couldn't imagine being up there jamming out, doing your fucking set, and then you just look over and there's like some like hipster standing there, you know, just being
man.
like, "Oh, I stepped in the wrong place."
But I totally get where you're coming from with that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's always like that at the Hideaway. You never know what the fuck's about to walk in there.
Got a good view of the drummer right there.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just like to fuck with those people.
Well,
So
that's why I like playing at Capone's. At Capone's, when we play there, it's the Hideaway's known to be just like really metal and everything. But when we play Capone's, it's
You guys know. You've been there. You
it's
know
where
what
they have
like,
the nightclub part in the back, and people will end up going. They have to like get through us to get back there. Some
Yeah,
of them.
they walk in. Oh, what is this?
Yeah,
Oh my
they have to
God.
get a glimpse of me just like screaming at them in a banana costume every now and then.
Yeah,
And
it's fun
that's
to fuck with those people.
yeah.
But yeah, the
No,
Hideaway. It's like you walk in and it's like an instant. What's the word, like a litmus test? It's like if they stay.
That's a favorite.
Right, they're into it.
Yeah, exactly. But if they leave, you were never meant to be.
You can kind of just like see like, oh, there's Tarbo's gonna ask them for $5 and then they're just gonna turn right back around. So like, you can just
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, it costs money to get in here.
yeah, like,
That-
can you get my ears bled out? No.
Is that Metallica?
Loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I played Capone's. It's been a dilation. We played at Capone's. I want to say this was a couple months ago, and they had that's when they opened up the vault that evening, and it was something. Like a lot of people were going down to the vault right as soon as we were about to come off stage. We had like a song or two left, and I thought it was kind of cool, man. How the amount of people like on their way back there was like, hang on, man, let's stop and listen to this real fast.
Yeah.
And I like, all right, we played our last song, and I threw my sticks out, man, and like all these people that were standing at the back about to go to the vault were like running up, grabbing sticks and picks
Right.
and stuff, and I was like, that's pretty cool, you know.
That's one thing that is cool is that you're always gonna metal is you may not be like a huge metal fan, but metal is so accessible that even somebody who's in a hip hop or country or whatever the shit, when they walk through, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna stay and just for a minute see what's going on. Most of the time they're like, oh no, this isn't the AC/DC, and they'll scurry away to their hidey hole. But like every so often you'll have somebody who will stay, if nothing else, for just the energy in the room. And that's something I want to point out with you guys. Your record is very, very aggressive, but like we talked about earlier, there's a lot of, let's be honest, goofy shit on there. A lot of fun, exciting, goofy shit. Is that a conscious decision, or does that just come from you guys' personality and rehearsal, or where's that come from?
kind of both,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would say that,
We consciously want to have fun, and it just comes
We
out
don't want to be too
personality
serious,
wise.
like super serious music, but like fun lyrics.
The music needs to be really good, but we still want to have fun.
yeah, and I think there's a balance in it, like for every song that we do have that's like aggressively but also a little bit goofy, we've got some other shit about ghouls and demons and witches and shit, or committing suicide via voodoo curse, just crazy shit like that. And there's always a balance in it, but definitely energy is a big thing. Like we were just talking about a little bit, like energy and live performance, and you want to be serious, but you don't want to be, in our opinion, you don't want to be too serious and look too silly, because it is about having fun and creating like a good experience and having a good energy. And nothing against the guys that go way too serious, but we're not the kind of we're not the studded leather jacket,
Yeah.
taking a picture in a forest type,
I would like to say Seth and I are like
Warehouse.
Harris and
Yeah.
Bruce Dickinson just running around like crazy.
I
Just
hop on your back.
jumps on my back.
Yeah.
yeah, and back to the Capone's thing, like it's awesome sometimes to play Capone's as people come through, like you said, they stop and watch your band, they're just like, maybe something they never would have heard or
Oh, look at
seen.
that little man screaming.
Yeah, it's always good to have something more, like the music is good, but it's good, you want people to watch you also, so sometimes people come through, maybe they don't like the music, but it's just like, damn, those are some good looking fellas, or what.
Some ugly-
Not in our case, clearly, but just looking the part, or not looking the part, but making the show look good and sound good, So there's more, there's more things for someone to want to watch or see you.
All inclusive.
Yeah, and especially when we got these silly characters like the gorilla, it's just a lot easier to put together a dumb little live thing, or fun little live thing. Depending on your perspective. We're good with dumb and fun. Who cares?
Dumb and fun.
Yeah.
So do you guys prefer the Hideaway or Capone's?
Man,
That's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
When it comes to just like playing local, Hideaway or Capone's?
Someone set themselves on fire the last Hideaway show that I went to for him. So I'm gonna personally say Hideaway because of Fireman.
I hate that I missed that.
Yeah, Flame
if
On.
I could have saw that, I probably would say Capone.
I like the Hideaway because you're always going to leave with a story, I feel like.
And for us, the Hideaway, it was the first real show that we played. Like, we had played our first show in the
like a basement.
Yeah, I think it was the basement for the drummer, actually, Paradoxion. That band, if you're familiar with them. Years ago, he had some shows in his basement. We played that, and then the Hideaway was our first real show. As far as at a real venue. So
It's kind of always been home.
it's kind of like home in that regard. And at that time, Capone was only having like cover bands and touring bands. That was it. It would never have a local band. And so it comes back to the Hideaway. But to get real, it's like Capone's has a little bit better sound sometimes. And a little bit bigger stage, so you can kind of go ape shit a little bit better. And us, we like to go ape shit.
The biggest thing, this is what I kind of preach all the time, is I'm really fond when we do play Capone's because, like we were saying, like you get people in there that are just maybe just going to hang out. They're going to the nightclub part. They're not planning to turn around and look at this band. And half the time, you're not going to get a whole lot of people turn around and actually react, but there are some people that will turn around and they're not there for you, but then you get done with your set and they're coming up saying that was amazing. What's your band called?
Yeah.
You got any merch? Do you have anything online? And it feels like we don't get to play outside of here a whole lot. We have plans. We do have plans now, but like in the past, we haven't played outside of Johnson City a whole lot. So when we play Capone's, it gives it a little bit more of a feel where it does feel like we get to reach newer people sometimes. Whereas the Hideaway has a lot of regulars. And,
It's the true thrasher.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Two completely different vibes, definitely.
If you want good pits, go to the Hideaway.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now,
No,
one
and
thing I will say about Capone's, though, that the Hideaway doesn't have, and this goes back to the people just going into the vault or whatever that aren't there to see us, their faces are always the same, and it's usually like this when they see us. They're just like, I don't know if it's horrified or if they're impressed
Doesn't
or
matter.
what the deal is, but it's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
It is a fun experience. Like when we played and they opened the vault, you could just imagine. I don't know if you guys. I know Seth has watched Dilation play, but if you could just imagine.
I was up there with y'all.
Who was that? I'm sorry.
I was up there. I don't know if it was the last show, but it was probably the show before that. I was like front of the stage. Just I got in the pit too. It was a crazy night. Those are the last time, or the first time in a long time that I left a show with a bunch of bruises. But I think that was my fault. I had kind of hit a bunch of people by accident.
Totally accident.
But I mean, you know how heavy and fast and technical is. It's very, very. I think it's very nice death metal, in my opinion. And yeah, it's kind of shitty. But anyway, if you could just imagine that going on, these people trying to go down there and listen to fucking like, I don't even know what, just stopping like.
Yeah.
It is hilarious, like seeing, because I noticed it. I thought first off, like where are all these people coming from? Because I didn't know that there was a club down there. So, I'm kind of chilling out. I think they were in between songs, so I like run to go get a drink, and I come back and there's just a shit ton of people, and I'm like, none of these people are wearing like Signs of the Form shirts or anything, so I know they're not here for this. So I'm like, what's going on? And just the like you said, the look on their faces. It's either this is fascinating or I'm going to have weird nightmares of this. But I do want to point out, you can't just fucking say we got plans and not say anything. Can you give us a tease for what we can expect outside of JC in the year 2022?
You know, it's too early to say. You know, a big thing for us is we've never had like, you know, reliable transportation because you know it's expensive to haul your shit around, and you know we have a lot of shit. You know, it's 5 people in the band, 2 guitars, bass, big old drum kit. So you can't just cram it in mom's minivan anymore and just head out of town, unfortunately. But it's too early to say it, man. You know, look forward to April. We're starting in April. We're starting a string of shows. We're going to start with a live stream. I think it's at Snaps Ferry. We're going to go right from there. We're going to go right to Asheville April 2nd. I think April 16th we got at the Hideaway. We just got a bunch of things we're trying to line up, and we're planning a physical release for our album. Again, it's too soon to say. You know, I don't want to speak too much. You know, I can't give it away right now. We have a lot of plans, including some out of state shows, physical release, and what do you got, Seth?
You're gonna play with Dilation, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
I was referred to Spider-Man on like the Spider-Man thing, but I was like, no, because I still haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to ruin it.
Dude,
that's where we're going today.
I mean, it's obvious things is like in the trailer, but like I still didn't want to see.
I don't want to spoil things that I already know.
All right.
All right.
I don't.
Spider-Man's in it. Spider-Man's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, dude, saw it yesterday. Totally off the metal topic, and no spoilers, but saw it yesterday. And if you're someone who has followed the Spider-Man films from, try to be really vague, from the year 2002 until now, you will shit yourself in a movie theater. So make sure you take diapers and tissues because you're gonna need both.
We're going tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have 5
After
minutes.
this.
Enjoy.
Who shit my pants?
So I'm not only a fan. So all the rumors I've heard, just like make me like if it's all true. I've heard the rumors of like the Netflix crossover characters.
Don't pressure him to say. I don't want to know what I.
Blake Schwartz.
I'm done right now.
Breathe if this is true. But I don't know. I'm really excited because the first movie I ever seen in theaters was that first Spider-Man movie that Sam Raimi did, and I wasn't very. I guess by the time The Amazing Spider-Man came out with Andrew Garfield, I wasn't that into it at the moment because I was still young, going through different things at the time, and then after I got older, I started to come back around. But around the time the Avenger movies were getting a little bit more heated, and now we're at this point with this Spider-Man movie, and I'm probably gonna cry. Whatever.
Dude, yeah, that's
What are you talking about? I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, we're gonna hold each
yeah.
other.
I grew up with the Sam Raimi flicks, and I remember seeing Amazing Spider-Man we went to like Universal Studios on vacation and went and saw Amazing Spider-Man, and we left that movie and I went, man, you know what, Spider-Man was awesome in that, but that movie was kind of dog shit. And then the second one came out and I was like, oh, that wasn't much better. But like Andrew Garfield is a tremendous Spider-Man, and you guys you're gonna need tissues for crying and tissues for another area of you that I won't. So it's exciting.
Get your pants, fellas.
Yeah.
No, we're excited. We're stoked to see it.
Two after credit scenes, by the way. I don't know. Last thing we'll say about Marvel, then we get back on metal. But I don't know. I don't understand. We are, like over 10 years deep into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Why in the fuck do people get up, credits roll, and they're like, I guess that's the end of the movie? Like, dude, you know there's after credit scenes in it.
You gotta know better by now. Wait for Samuel Jackson to pop out.
Yeah.
Right. Like I went and saw it yesterday, and the credits rolled, and people bounced, and then because there is one in the middle, and then there's one at the end, and the one at the end that was me and another couple, and that was it. And I'm like, you guys, you know what's up, but like no one else in this fucking theater knew what was up.
That's crazy, dude.
But no, I do want to ask too. 2020 and 2021 has been such a clusterfuck, if you will, putting it nicely. That it is insanely hard to plan ahead. But I do want to ask: is there, anything in 2022 as far as you said there's going to be like a potential? All of this has the asterisk of potential because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with this shit going on. But what we would like to see, I guess, is how I'll phrase it. What would you guys like to see as far as maybe going back in the studio, doing a tour? We already touched on that, but maybe a physical release or anything like that down the pipeline?
Yeah,
All of it.
that's the plan. Yeah. So for me right now, my goals, the big plan for me is it took us this long to get our first album out. We've recorded several times with several different lineups and several different places. And it was one of those things which is no matter how many times we did it, I was never happy with it because either we didn't have enough time or money or whatever. And the same can be said about this record. I mean, as a musician, you're always like you're always trying to perfect the things that only you can hear, just about. You know what I mean? Like, anytime you make a mistake live, only you know it most of the time. You know what I mean? And it's the same with recording. So I feel happier with this release, but I almost wish that we had spent a little bit more time and had a little bit more money. But back to 2021 or 2020 and 2021, it's just haven't been able to play, haven't been able to make money as much, and time's been tough. Well, beside that, what I'm saying is I'm happy with the release, but the plans for this year is I'm already ready. I think we're already about ready to hit a second album, and we want to do a physical release of this first album. We want to hit a second album. We want to do a tour, as at least something regional
would be nice. Like
something, anything at this point, and those were all the goals. I think what we're going to be able to do we're going to be able to do a physical release, and I think we're going to be able to record a second album. And from there, I don't know, man. That's the goal. So.
Have you guys noticed this? Everything is cyclical. I'm a huge physical media guy, so I'll snag a fucking physical copy. I love physical media. I have a Spotify account, but I don't care. Vinyl has really been re-exploded in the past little bit. Have you guys noticed how like weird cassettes have been? Because I've noticed like Ice Nine Kills released their new record, and they have a cassette that goes along with it. Fucking Stranger Things, like the Kick-Ass Netflix show, has a cassette. Like that's just kind of a weird little thing that's happening again.
The other plans, as far as you want to go in detail on the physical, what we plan on at least?
Go for it, man. Yeah, I mean, we cassettes. I know it's weird that they're coming back like that, right? Yeah. Actually, the guy who did our art, shout out to Dylan and Forked Tongue or Split Hoof. Sorry, Dylan. Split Hoof, the guy who did our art for this album and our shirt design art, the first art we had was the Gorilla Clops design. He actually mentioned to us, he was like, man, he's in a band called Navajo Witch. It's another big local band. And those guys are awesome. They sell cassettes. He's like, man, we can't keep these damn things in stock. Like, it's crazy. Like, and so that's a big plan that we've been trying to do that. And vinyl is a big thing for us. That's the goal, but there's a big hold like globally on like vinyl right now, and it's just I don't want to speak too much because I haven't looked too much into it, but I've heard it's like a year-long wait sometimes for like getting vinyl releases at the moment. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard some things. But that's the plan. We want to. Yeah, physical release is definitely big for us too. And in all honesty, maybe we rushed the release of the album just to get it out there because it's just like it's been nagging at us. We've been recording and working on it, and we just wanted to have something out to advertise with so bad.
It feels good to have a little release sometimes.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, we want physical releases. That's big for us too. Streaming is it's big around the world, and we get that. But I'm definitely a physical release guy also. So I think we kind of all are.
Like a limited run of like jewel cases or like the hard cases.
Oh.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be limited on that. I'd definitely keep in stock on those. But
we're going to see what happens. Well, we're definitely going to have some special stuff. We're already looking at it like a limited run of something, and then we're just going to have standard old CDs. And yeah, I think they're going to look pretty cool. Maybe we'll have something extra on there too. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it comes to that time.
They currently have like a package right now.
Yeah.
You know what you guys do? You do something that's never been done before. You do the little like insert booklet, that has like lyrics and shit in it. It's just all of your dick pics.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just get them out there before they come out there.
Well, funny you should mention that. That's what our OnlyFans is for.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit! Plug it.
No.
It's well, okay. So I was gonna make it last night. I'll have to plug it another time.
Gotcha.
Well,
When we do part two, you'll plug the fucking OnlyFans.
It will be in the link tree eventually. That's what the link
Hell
trees
yeah.
are for.
There you
If
go.
you pop a link tree and you see an OnlyFans,
Proceed with caution.
proceed with caution. Could be like,
Much dangerous.
This is gonna be the real money maker. Right?
yes. Yes.
Skinny drummer can't stop banging.
Yeah.
Watch me scream at own ass.
Oh fuck, man.
Videos of gnawing on eyebrows.
Bass
Live.
guitarist sucks own dick.
G Street.
Well, hey, I do wanna ask. We've gone in a Marvel area and a porn area, so we'll we'll get back on the metal area. I do want to ask, your guys' record sounds really fucking good. Like, it sounds really crisp. It has the appeal, like the sound, like almost like grimy badass sound that I'm sure you guys were going for, obviously. But it also sounds polished. It doesn't sound like it was, done in like a basement or something. It sounds really good. Tell us about the studio aspect of that. Like, who did you guys go through, and what was that experience like?
We went to Classic Recording Studios in Bristol with Mike Stevenson, who I think before Bacalou, some of us had already worked with him before, so it was a new experience for some of us. I think some of us knew that it was going to be good, quality wise. I don't know what I'm getting at. I've lost train of thought. I'm not good at this.
We knew he was good.
It's very smooth.
And easy to work with, yeah.
Yeah, it sometimes can be a headache, and it was, I don't know, pretty easy. It's left up to your own discretion kind of thing.
Yeah, it was one of those places where we went in and he gave us, you give options of how you want to do it. Like, do you want to do live? You can just everybody plug up and set up and just play it live, and he'll record everybody. Or you can do it like a lot of guys do. You start with a scratch track and a drum track, and you set the tempos and you get all that going. And I didn't really want to do that. It was mostly a time thing, because at Mike's you pay by the hour, or you pay in like blocks, like a 4-hour, 8-hour block. And like I said before, we didn't have a whole lot of money, so I was like, what can we do the most, or how can we get the most done with the least money? And we practice and play all the time.
We would go in there saying,
we probably play these songs in our sleep at this point. So.
We'd go in there saying, we're gonna record just these 2 or 3 songs today, and then we would surprise ourselves, get done with most of it. Then I'm in the control room. I run in there and I'm like, let's do shock therapy. The next song, let's do that new song that we wrote.
Yeah.
And then album. We had 10 songs.
Like the original goal was like 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah,
and then
we done an EP.
Yeah, and it ended up with 10 songs. We were like, what the hell happened? But again, it came back to that we've been playing for so long and practicing for so long that we could do these songs in our sleep. So we probably and we did everything live. So we all plugged up our amps and booths, and the drums were plugged up. We played the song just all the way through. I think half the songs we did in one take.
Yeah.
And then, we just went bam, and then came back over it in the end to put guitar solos and vocals over it. Now, for us, that was the best way that we could do it, because, like I said, no time, no money. I wanted something a little bit more raw and live, because for us, I feel like it's important. We have a good live energy, and there's a lot of that going on with us. And I wanted to get that dirt in the recording, because I just wanted it. I thought it was going to be awesome.
Don't want to be too robotic.
Exactly.
The coolest thing about it, there was no copy and paste on the vocals. Like, every chorus was, nothing was repeated. Like, I wanted everything to sound as human as possible.
Yeah.
So if one chorus had a different twist to it than the first one, then that makes. I think I personally like that when I hear a band sound like that. So when we did that, I just wanted to sound as real as possible. It's not to say that I didn't come in on different times here and there.
Yeah.
But I wanted everything to sound as close to a live sort of setting as we could.
Yeah. It's like it's filled with like little errors here and there. And in fact, you'll hear them eventually, but we don't really care because it sounds real.
We just don't point them out.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't care.
We'll never tell you.
I always like that kind of deal where sometimes you can like be on record and it doesn't sound as good as it would live, and I've been in bands that sound better live than on record.
Mhm.
I think
And
better live band.
I feel like with this release, we've achieved to where our live sound sounds like us on record.
Oh, yeah,
which is
totally,
kind of
yeah.
hard to do. Like,
Yeah, we captured that energy. That's how I
Yeah.
feel about it too. Dude. That's what I like the most about it. You know, it's just like even if there was little this and that, and maybe we could have done this, we could have done that. It sounded real, and it sounded like
Yeah,
something we
it's-
actually sound like.
yeah,
So,
it's not like we're
yeah,
fluffing ourselves up or anything. It's
exactly.
just
Yeah,
being-
and a lot of that comes from, you know, like I said, for us that was the best way to do it because we were that prepared, and some people aren't that prepared, and you know, I don't know. For us, it worked out really well.
You got to go in there. You got to go in there prepared, but lower your expectations on what you may or may not do. So when you go into a place where it's like timed like that, you do think, oh, I could probably do a whole album with 8 hours. I know all my songs.
It's tough to do
But
that.
there's a lot of things to consider at the same time. You might have to go back in a few other days and re-record stuff. I think the coolest thing was that in the middle of everything getting mixed and mastered and stuff, we had the tracks after we left, and we got to sit on that for a while and listen to, okay, maybe this didn't sound great. I know there was a scream in like Panic I didn't like. That opening scream, the first version that we did, it was like all of us doing like a falsetto type thing, and
not good.
I didn't like that. And
There's
then
trial and error. Yeah.
same thing with Hell from Above. I didn't like the scream I did in that the first time. And then it seems like if you take like a month or two to like play shows, somehow like my vocals got like just a little bit, they keep getting oddly like higher lately. But we went back in after a while, and I just redid the scream on that. But it feels good when you have more time to sit on that and to have that option. Whereas some places you pay, you record, and you're handed what you just did. You don't get to sit on it. You're
Right.
a local band or struggling or something, and you just don't have the option to.
It was nice that we did get to go back because
Yeah.
I've never had that experience before.
Yeah.
I've just been like, you got 10 hours to do everything, and
Good luck.
yeah,
If you come back, it's going to be deleted.
right. And
No, for sure. And guys, you know, we look forward to hearing you guys in the studio, seeing you guys out. I personally don't think I've seen you guys, so I will. I'm usually drunk like 2 bands deep, so maybe if you headlined, I've seen it and I don't remember. So I will have to come out and see you guys. Fucking will somehow a show with you guys and Dilation will happen. We'll fucking get that going.
yeah.
But guys, I'm excited to hear where you guys are going in the future. You guys are really fucking cool dudes with kick-ass music. If you guys liked this interview, go check out fucking Bacalou. Go ahead and plug all your socials and shit. Go ahead.
Check us out, Bandcamp at bandcamp.bacalou.com, YouTube. Just look us up, Bacalou. There's only one fucking weird ass band name that around, so you're not gonna have a hard time finding our shit. You know, we're on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. If you use Amazon, fuck
Everybody's
Amazon,
squeezed in here.
Pandora, Tidal, everything, man. I mean, everything, everywhere.
OnlyFans coming soon.
OnlyFans coming soon. And thanks for having us, man. Yeah, definitely. We'll be playing with you guys, hopefully, as soon as we can.
Also, January
Here,
15th.
man.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. If we can plug a show, we have a show coming up at Capone's January 15th. Be there.
Yeah, with As Sick as Us,
Johnson City.
Bleed season.
Bleed Season from Asheville.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Thanks for having us, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Kick-ass will be there. And then I do want to thank everybody who watched the stream, everybody who will support, because if you watch the stream, you now have to go support Bacalou. Go check out their record.
Yeah.
It's really fucking awesome. Go see them live if you're in the local area. Capone's Hideaway. Those are the two big ones, arguably. So check.
That's the only two.
It's the only two. I was trying to be nice. So check their schedules out. See some badass music. Thank everybody for checking this out. If you're watching this later on repeat, thank you guys for checking this out. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
stay
having
easy.
Thank you, dudes.
Peace.
Take it easy, guys.
We're doing this again sometime soon.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, man.
Maybe end of like 20. Maybe at the end of like 2022. See how your year went.
We'll have to do it again and see what talk about the new record and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the next album cycle.
Yeah, guys,
We'll
enjoy
keep in
Spider-Man.
touch, dudes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Enjoy
yeah.
Spider-Man. See you guys.
Be good, man.
Peace, dudes.